Your African Report up next.
In the central Mediterranean Sea on Friday, Doctors Without Borders rescued nearly 200 migrants in a series of 5 operations. Survivors reported being stranded for 4 days, this after their boat has suffered engine failure. Some were pulled from the water as they clung to a fiberglass boat. A total of 191 migrants were safely brought aboard an NGO ship, the Geo Barents, which was en route to the Italian port of Salerno. The Mediterranean remains a perilous crossing, with over 3,000 people reported dead or missing last year, this according to the United Nations International Organization for Migration. Meanwhile, a factory on the outskirts of Cairo, a startup called Tile Green, is turning discarded plastic into eco-friendly building tiles. Launched 3 years ago, the company aims to tackle Egypt's plastic waste problem while reducing carbon emissions in the construction industry. Tile Green's innovative technology mixes plastic with sand to create compost material, offering a sustainable alternative to traditional cement. Each tile produced removes around 125 plastic bags from the environment. With Egypt responsible for 43% of plastic waste in the Mediterranean, efforts like these are crucial, and Tile Green has already supplied major developers and is exploring new projects to expand its products. Looking further afield, former Eritrean Finance Minister Berhane Abrehi, 79, died in prison on Monday, August 19th. This after 6 years in solitary confinement. His death was confirmed by the Eritrean Human Rights Council, a UK-based organization. Abrehi was arrested in September 2018, shortly after publishing a book critical of President Isaias Afwerki. Held without formal charges or a fair trial at Karsheli prison in Asmara, Abrehi had previously served as Eritrea's Minister of Finance from 2001 to 2012. A former member of the Eritrean Liberation Front and later the Eritrean People's Liberation Front, he was a key figure in the country's independence struggle. But despite his high-ranking position, Abrehi openly criticized the government, leading to his removal from office and eventual arrest. His health had declined significantly following a liver transplant in 2009. Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of Congo is grappling with escalating turmoil as ongoing conflict displaces millions and strains relations with neighboring countries. Rich in mineral resources, the DRC has endured decades of violence fueled by rebel groups like the Allied Democratic Forces and M23. Over the past 3 decades, violence in eastern DRC has claimed around 6 million lives and displaced nearly 7 million people. And despite international interventions, the conflict continues to disrupt the Great Lakes region, with allegations against Rwanda for supporting the M23 militia, further complicating peace efforts. Experts emphasize the urgent need for unified regional leadership, this to achieve lasting stability. And finally, Sudan is grappling with a deadly cholera outbreak that has infected hundreds in recent weeks, claiming nearly 24 lives. The outbreaks adds to the country's woes, already devastated with a 16-month conflict and severe flooding. The UN Refugee Agency has expressed particular concern for states hosting refugees such as Kassala, Gedaref and Jazeera, where 5 refugees have died. Cholera, a highly contagious infection causing severe dehydration, is spreading rapidly among vulnerable communities. And the conflict, which erupted in April last year, has turned cities into battlefields, destroyed infrastructure, and crippled the healthcare system, leaving millions displaced and thousands dead. The ongoing violence has led to the world's largest displacement crisis, with over 10.7 million people forced to flee their homes. This includes more than 2 million who have fled to neighboring countries. The UN and rights groups report widespread atrocities including war crimes and crimes against humanity. And that is it for your Africa Report.
Your African Report